Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Giants are number one in pass defense, and they're going up against the Saints offense that knows they'll be challenged.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. To throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
No, check. Patriot. Back that up, Philly. Here we go. Gone. Leopard.
Slot man moves right.
No, check. Patriot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell back. The intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. Green 39. Back down Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To throw is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down. field.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. To throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Yates. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Screen play, McKinnon. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Wilson throwing again. And this is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Fresh set of downs here.
That's right. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
All right, now, look at this. Green 36. Now, here we go. Check. Pitch it. Over.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kept that one short.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super toe.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete here on third down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for this secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Wilson on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to have a third down. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, here's Wilson. And Thomas has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pushes over him.
No, that's just not right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Saints. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right around the 31. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's McKinnon. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a handoff to Henry. Runs over him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Derrick Henry. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. And it's complete. Henry. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dalvin Tomlinson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't got it.
Is emboldened a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and 2. Now he dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.